Hello, my name is Garrett, and today we will be showing you two different ways of installing the roll screens. The first install we will be showing you is the inside under header mount. The reason we call it an inside under header mount is because the housing is under the header and the face is facing towards the inside of the opening. When your unit or units arrive, you will receive 3 packages per unit. Your housing with the roll tube and roll screen inside, your tracks, including angle if ordered with your tracks, the remote also in that packaging, and your bottom bar. Once you've removed everything from the packaging, make sure that you inspect the product and make sure everything is there that you ordered. Once you are ready to install the unit, you will then get the measurements for the left side and the right side for the 2x2 angle that will be installed prior to the unit and the tracks. Now that you have recorded the proper measurements, you will then take your tape measure, place it on your 2x2 angle, and mark your measurements and make your cuts. To ensure proper support of the 2x2 angle to the wall, measure and mark every 20 inches. Once you've drilled the holes, you will then fasten the 2x2 angle to the wall. Using the T25 Torx, you will then safely remove all screws from the housing cover. Once you have removed the screws, you can then pull off the housing cover and set it aside. Once you have removed the cover, you then want to locate the motor side and remove the motor retaining clip. Once you have removed the ring, you will then use a flathead screwdriver or a small pry bar and remove the motor from the clip. Now that you have successfully removed the roll tube, you will then replace the clip on the motor locking plate. Once you have returned the clip to the motor lock plate, be mindful of the orientation of the unit. This is an inside under header mount, so all the holes will be going on the inside top of the housing. Here and here. In the center, here and here. Here and here. And you'll be using a 1/4-inch aluminum bit to make those holes. Once you are ready, quarter turn your housing for adequate support and start drilling your holes. When installing the housing, make sure it is level. If it is not, you can use shims if needed. With the help of an assistant, center your unit in the middle of the header and mark your holes. When you have finished drilling the holes, you will then use the appropriate hardware to fasten the unit to the header. Now that you have your housing anchored to the header, you then want to find out where you're making the hole for your electrical. In this case, the electrical will be placed outside in the soffit. So our hole is right here. For under header mounts, the electrical can be placed inside. In that case, you would create a hole through the face of the housing cover to the electrical inside. Now that you are ready to install the roll tube, you will want to adjust your clip facing the opening for the electrical. Make sure to always feed your wire through the grommet and place it into the back insert. Now that you have the housing securely mounted, you are ready to install the roll tube. First, you want to bring the cord through the hole we made earlier and make sure that the cord is in the motor channel properly. With the help of an assistant, you want to place the idler in first and compress. Now that your roll tube is installed to the housing, you can then start the electrical. You want to start with the grommet first, place it on your cord, and feed it into your opening. Next, you will take your plug, splice your wiring, feed the cord through the plug, and connect to the appropriate parts. And now that electrical has been completed, you can now wake the motor up and set your temporary limits. Plug your unit in, tap up and down to wake the motor up. Check your direction, and if it is opposite of what you are doing, you are going to hold down the My button until the unit jogs. This changes the direction. We'll then bring the unit all the way down to your temporary lower limit. Stop the unit by hitting My. And to set your lower limit, you are going to press up and My at the same time and hold it until it jogs. Then you will bring the unit all the way up to your temporary upper limit. Stop it. Press My and down at the same time. And then stop your unit halfway. Press and hold the My button till it jogs, and then press the program button on the back and the unit will jog again. Your temporary limits are now set. With your temporary limits now set, you will then bring the screen down to waist level so that you can install your bottom bar. Once you're ready to install the bottom bar, remove the tape, and this will give you access to the flag and the probes. With the help of an assistant, now you're going to install the bottom bar. Place the zipper in the chase of the bottom bar and guide it through the screen. When ready, insert flag completely into probe and secure screws. Repeat the process for the other side. When you are ready to cut and mount your tracks, always remember orientation. This is your left and this is your right. These are the tops. They will always have the screen guides at the top. At the bottom, it will always be flat. Make sure you are always making your cuts on this end. Once you have marked your tracks for your cuts, you can then make your cut. But always remember to cut from the back side of the track. That way, any residue or scuffs created from the saw won't be visible when you install. When installing the tracks, always make sure your funnel is at the top and feed your track into the screen. Repeat the process for the opposite side. With the help of an assistant, you are going to then bring the screen all the way down, adjust the tracks, and anchor them accordingly. On the inside, they are going to firmly press against the track. You will then level it and place the top screw. Confirm that your unit is still level and place your bottom screw. Adjust the tension of the screen, level the track, and place your top screw. With the help of an assistant, maintain that tension, confirm that you are still level, and place your bottom screw. Once you have secured your tracks and check the tension of the screen, you want to test and make sure it goes up and down smooth. Now you're going to bring the screen all the way down. Stop it at the bottom and fasten your remaining screws. Now you are ready to set and adjust your final limits. To set the top, first we are going to bring it up to its uppermost temporary limit. Press and hold up and down at the same time until the unit jogs. Adjust it to where you want it to be finally. And press and hold my until it jogs again. Now you've set your upper limit. To set the bottom, we're going to bring the screen down. Now to adjust your bottom limit, you will then bring it to its temporary lowest limit. Hold and press up and down at the same time. The unit will jog. Adjust to your final bottom limit. And press and hold my till it jogs again. Now your limits are set and your screen is complete.